Are you not really sure what is going on in Come Follow Me this week? Well, let's dive into the books of Amos and Obadiah together and get the history of them in just 1 minute. So, as I said, this week we are reading the books of Amos and Obadiah. And Amos was a shepherd who lived right on the border between northern Israel and Judah at the same time as the prophet Hosea, whose words we read last week. Now, Amos lived in Judah, but because of his proximity to northern Israel, he was really aware of what was happening as they fell into this totally awful spiritual destruction, including idol worship. Okay, now finally Amos, he couldn't take it anymore and he traveled north to a city named Bethel. And he started preaching repentance to the people, which is what his book is all about. Now, on to Obadiah. Obadiah is the shortest book in the entire Old Testament, just 21 verses. Obadiah was a prophet whose history we really don't know much about, but he probably lived shortly after the destruction of Jerusalem in 586 BC. Now, unlike the other prophets we'd read from, he wasn't preaching to the Israelites. Instead, he preached to the people in Edom who lived across the Dead Sea from Israel. Now, why was he preaching to them? Well, the people of Edom were the ancestors of Esau from way back in Genesis. Esau was the guy whose brother Jacob became Israel. And just like Jacob and Esau, their ancestors, the Israelites and the Edomites, did not get along. In fact, when Israel was conquered by Babylon, the Edomites saw it as an opportunity to plunder their cities, and they even took some of the Israelites captive and killed them. So Obadiah saw this great need for the Edomites to hear his message of repentance, and that's why he was preaching to them. And that is your 1 minute history for the books of Amos and Obadiah.